What's up, y'all? First time in a little while. First time in about a few weeks or so. Streaming. I wanted to take a little break, but I'm back. We got softball regionals, day 2. Today, 3 games in each region. Some games have gone final, including my Alabama Crimson Tide taking down Southeastern Louisiana 6-3 and 9 innings to advance to the regional final tomorrow. We have some elimination games going on.
Today with the loss to Liberty 6-3. Second tournament appearance after making their debut yesterday, and they're 7th overall.
Baylor is up 2-0 over Louisiana. And the winner's bracket game. And infield hit there for Baylor. 1 runner on first, second. And a drop ball here by Charlotte. Here in the top of the 7th, 2 on, no outs here for Charlotte. UNC Wilmington trying to battle back here, down 5-0. Louisiana down 2-0 early on, top of the 2nd, 2 on, 1 out there. Oklahoma up 2-1 early on over Oregon in the bottom of the 1st there. I will be live and covering the baseball regional, softball, or baseball regional, super regionals as well when I get a chance to. Oh, and that pitch rides inside and hits. And the batter base is loaded now for Baylor. And a bunt showed. Called for a strike. 0-1 count. Charlotte trying to add on here in the 7th inning. No outs. Trying to make it as hard as possible for UNC Wilmington to keep their season alive. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. There are more games on. Some final scores from today. Duke shuts out South Carolina To advance to the regional final, South Carolina will go to the loser bracket. Duke won 8-0 there. Liberty upsetting Georgia 7-3 to advance to the regional final. Liberty again upsetting Georgia to advance to the regional final. Alabama again beating Southeastern Louisiana 6-3 to advance to the regional final. Texas beating Northwestern 14-2 to advance to the regional final. Tennessee shutting out Virginia 12-0 to advance to the regional final. Oklahoma State knocking off Kentucky 6-2 to advance to the regional final. And LSU beating Southern Illinois to advance to the regional final, winning 4-1. Duke, Georgia, Alabama. And a hit by Baylor almost was a grand slam to make it 6-0, but was caught at the warning track. The Bears bring in a run.
The Bears are just doing some productive hitting. I mean, this ball on the inner half and off the bat, I mean, I thought it would be out of here, but
Arizona up 2-0 over Arkansas.
sack fly just does the job.
Nearly had a grand slam, and now Govan comes up, and it looks like they're going to put her on. We mentioned this yesterday. There was a series at the end of the year against Houston where Govan was intentionally walked 7 times.
Yeah, I mean, just the most consistent hitter in this Bear lineup. She's got the highest batting average, but she loves this ballpark. She's hyper looking here, and I think it's definitely a smart thing to put her on. You've got her over that.
Jerry Glasgow's made the decision not to let Baylor's best hitter do a lot of damage here. They're going to pitch to Aaliyah Binford, who's a pretty good hitter as well. The out deck circle. Bases loaded again, 2 down.
And Charlotte could not add on any more runs. They will go to the bottom of the 7th.
So Lecker faces 2 hitters. Gives up the RBI sac fly to Pylon, intentionally walks Govan, and now Landry back in to face the number 9 hitter of the inning for Baylor.
Coach Glasgow talked about how he wants to interchange his pitchers, which we very much do. They're just changing positions. But you think about as a defender too, just the rhythm that it changes for you as a defender. That's what I think about.
Leah Bickford, a foul pop to the left fielder. Last inning, she is 0 for 13 in this park this season. She could be due here. Louisiana trying to limit the damage. 3-1 second inning for Baylor. The 1-1 swung out and missed. Change up 1-2.
This changeup is going to be so key for Landry to nail. She's got to keep these Bears off balance. She's got to get that changeup working.
The hands fell off. Hit high, hit deep on the warning track, looking up good.
And that one is a grand slam. That makes it a 7-0 Baylor lead over 13th ranked Louisiana.
Just the second grand slam for Baylor this in a huge moment.
I mean, what a moment. Coach Moore talked about
Huge moment, you think? I mean, I want to start first with the pitching matchup. We saw, make a change, and then you go back after two batters. I'm not going to say that's precision, and then you give up this. Like, it's just, you're trying to figure out what's working for you from the third ball, and now it is an early 7-0 lead for the Bears.
Well, you say you don't want their best hitter in Govan to beat you, and then Benford changes the season. Steps up, says, see you never, grand slam. That's a tough.
Dayton and Miami of Ohio in the Tennessee Regional underway. And I was lined out to third. And the top of the first is done there. Okay.
Played with pitchers who struggle, like trying to throw a ball, right? Yeah, because it's a skill that you have to learn. Changeup looks so good against Benford. She's just missing over the plate too much. Like, if my key for any pitchers would be if you're gonna miss to the side that you can't hit, right? So if you're gonna miss on a curveball, miss in the other batter's box. If you're gonna miss on a changeup, miss low. If you're gonna miss on a rise, miss high. I'd rather over adjust and under adjust and leave it back.
I hate that so much.
Like that.
To get out of the top of the second, Cajuns do that is a 1-0 game on the left side of your screen. Over Tuscaloosa, this is an elimination game.
All right, Clemson, USC Upstate, bottom of the third. Bunt foul. USC Upstate on top. Or at bat here in the Alabama Regional.
Your sixth inning.
I'm got a premium in this elimination game.
3 outs away for Utah.
This be the first game where we would send somebody to say that. Yep. Morgan State comes into the tournament 35 wins, 18-3 in the MEAC. And say goodbye to two teams here quickly because Charlotte up 5-0 over UNC Wilmington.
And a strike in there from Utah. Mariah Lopez.
Do you want the ball
On the bottom line, Seahawks down to their final strike.
And UNC Wilmington. Can Charlotte end the Seahawks season? And it's popped up to second. And Charlotte survives to advance to play Georgia for the second spot in the regional final tomorrow to take on Liberty. UNC Wilmington's season has come to a close. We are now from 64 teams down to 63. Cutting it in half today to 32.
You know what? Charlotte continuing to do their job, and I still think Charlotte has some things to say there in Allen.
Yeah, they got to go play the Bulldogs, the host team, after Georgia fell to Liberty earlier today. Bear sets up the bracket. Oh, how about that? Weather delay.
All right, Utah, Morgan State.
That's a tough break.
Good or bad thing for Morgan State?
Good for Morgan State, terrible for Utah and every other team.
Now in a weather delay in the top of the 7th inning.
I'm sure they were already warming up. In a one-run game, too, I agree. I think for Morgan State, all that does is pause a little bit of momentum, allow for a reset. What do we got to do to extract one?
And Clemson closes out the third. It's scoreless in Tuscaloosa.
Another elimination game, Siena and St. Francis. In the Austin Regional Battle.
Siena and St. Francis
Bottom of the first.
in the Texas Regional.
Well, and not so Miami versus Dayton. In the bottom of the first. I would say the match player of the year. See if we see this Red Hawks offense that we talked so much about get going today. They were shut out yesterday.
2 home runs away from tying the all-time home run record. That record of 161. I love hearing the Nats because I be getting going in here. I'm pumped up.
I'm just secretly reporting for you all week.
Yes. Espinoza holds the single season record at 37. And guess who's chasing that? Carly Spade with 36 home runs already.
Really tough on the right side of the screen.
36 home runs, the most I ever hit in season 20.
Look at this. There's another athlete, Golubetsky, that's got 28 home runs on this team.
It's madness. And regardless of what conference you're in, if you're getting 36 home runs, even 28 is concerning. Those are just weird.
And there's regional back in action as you see the elimination game between Cal and Jackson State. Cal lost to the Seekers yesterday, 5-4. The Cal teams had some big wins. They beat Virginia Tech and Georgia in the regular season.
Getting all the staff broadcasts open for the game should be a sport of its own. So good. Steal. I don't know. No, I love a swipe. I love a swipe. But that's how you're supposed to make a tag. So the fact that we're not seeing it, I think, is the crazier part.
Corey Deigel's team on the bottom right with 2 runners aboard.
Arkansas has 2 runners on, bottom of the second here in the winners bracket game in Arkansas.
That Arizona Arkansas game is moving at a snail's pace, only in the bottom of the second inning.
After review, call on the field is upheld. The runner is out.
Aggies losing a little bit of momentum right there.
You got all your staff broadcasts up?
Honestly, I'm counting over here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And that ends the threat. Arizona, Arkansas. Fayetteville Regional will get back to them when they come back. Okay, Kobayashi up for the Red Hawks. Top right.
That was just Kobayashi. He was reading minds. Where do you think, girl? Just thinking that. That's what happens when you spend a weekend together. Right.
I was waiting for like a note. Like a meeting, someone plays eating. Kobayashi.
Yeah.
That's true. Maybe eat my quesadilla. Served it up on a plate. Last 10 games, Coco Woolley, top left, 500. Someone who was out for a little while with an injury, just to play it safe. Kept her out of a couple games, but you talk about havoc on the base paths. Coco Woolley, one of the quickest players, I think. I want to start a petition for all the fastest players on each team.
All right. Texas A&M regional. Texas A&M is playing Texas State. Texas State 1-0. That's the 16th seed.
When they're in the back. No, when they're in the potato sack.
And Cal is putting it on Jackson State early. 2-0. Top of the first. A runner on second. 2 down. That's an elimination game.
Northern Colorado and Michigan.
Love seeing Cal come out.
Michigan and Northern Colorado. I believe this is an elimination game. Yes, it is. Top of the first in the Oklahoma State regional.
Today, coming at it at a different angle, putting runs up on the board early.
Michigan with the second strikeout early on, or second out here in the top of the first. Those two games getting underway. Dayton and Miami of Ohio, top of the bottom of the first, 2 on, 2 out. Miami of Ohio up to bat, 2-2 count. And that's a low pitch. Oh, Northern Colorado with a home run. North Colorado just took the lead on Michigan. Top of the first, 2 down. 1-0 lead there for Northern Colorado. Dayton got out of it there in the first, heading to the second in that game. Wow, I cannot believe that. Northern Colorado that was quick too. That was like the first pitch. Bob in the third between Texas A&M and Texas State.
They need to bump it up because the power, I think, is going to be the difference maker if they want to walk out of Stillwater and into a super, especially facing a team to make it back to their home state. They've got a ton of power. I mean, Stillwater had 2 home runs today, 1 yesterday. 7 of her last 9 hits are home runs. So somebody's got to have the long ball, or at least contributing to some extra base hits, keep that momentum firing on all cylinders.
Cal Bears are feeling it. Unfortunately, we can't really do it. Every time I see that, I can just see Tori. It's like out there saying on first base.
Because why not celebrate? Wow, stealing third, uncontested.
And Michigan with a strikeout. But Northern Colorado takes an early 1-0 lead.
By the way, if you are looking at the bottom right of your screen, Knoxville now in a weather delay that is stopped in the top of the second inning. Couple of delays all around southeast area. Durham's in a rain delay. Gainesville is in a lightning delay. Florida State is in a weather delay, and then Knoxville currently in a weather delay.
We could have like 6 spots of all the weather delays.
Not my fault. One of them is my fault. That's Gainesville. The rest of them, I got to call it.
Oh, you talk about spice.
We have 3 weather delays now. The Tennessee regional is now in a weather delay. Clemson has a runner on third, 2 outs. That's a ball. And Baylor, Louisiana, top of the third. 7-0 Baylor. After putting up a grand slam in the second. 2 outs now here in the third. And that's a strike. 0-1. Texas A&M has 2 on, 2 out in the bottom of the third. Up 1 over Texas State. I think that's the winner's bracket game. I'm assuming it is.
Let's see Clemson now. Scoreless game, they took a runner on third. This is a team that can hit. 6 players hitting over 300. Who in this lineup needs to step up?
Now 3-1 count in the Clemson
The whole team?
for Clemson.
Go for this guy, senior.
Ariel Oda
Senior.
up to bat for Clemson.
Senior left. Yeah. Seniors have
One freshman, everyone else in the class.
And that's a strike
For me, it's about screening.
between Louisiana and Baylor. This is the winner's bracket game. Texas A&M fouled it back.
This show was the show must go on. There you go, Landry gets out of that one. Trying to relieve some pressure. Hit.
And a hit. And Clemson will get on board. 1-0 Tigers.
He's got something growing too. Bases loaded. Out is Ryan Collins Station.
There you go, Brian College Station, BCS, what we call it. Shorten it up a little bit. Cottrell, that was a shot off the bat. Pulls the first baseman, J.J. Smith, off the base. Now bases loaded, Jazz Hill.
Washington, Omaha.
Players following
In the winner's bracket game, Washington up 2-0. That is the Missouri Regional.
busted open. This might get pretty spicy in College Station.
All right, let's listen into the crew calling this line down there. Bases loaded in College Station. Trey Bender bringing the game.
Like that rotation of the changeup. The umpire had to just
And that's
high.
flied into
That one.
the outfield.
It was 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs with the bases loaded this year. This would be a good.
And that one, that inning comes to a close. Clemson on top. Now 1-0.
Breathing room here in the third inning.
Especially with Emily Kennedy in the circle for A&M. Don't need to put up a ton of runs. A couple here could do a big difference.
Pulled foul. But she had jammed there a little bit.
Just fighting it off, 1-2 pitch. Again, Mullins, third hitter in a row where she was ahead, either 1-2 or 0-2, just not able to shut the door.
That's upstairs.
That's that changeup. She was so dominant with it the first 2 innings. Now it's just floating up high in the zone. Gotta find a way to get that back down because it was a difference maker early in this game.
Pulled foul. That was scorched. Woolley aware of that she's near the bag at third. Woolley at third. Hannon at second. Cottrell at first base. Opportunity for the Yankees. Still at the plate. 2-2. Fouled off.
And the 2-2 is fouled off here in the bottom of the third. Texas State. Texas A&M, Texas State. And the Texas A&M Regional.
Even behind the count, they are locked in, making Mullins earn everything.
8th pitch of the at-bat. Took something off of it. It's high. Full count.
That is a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes.
This is the 6th full count that Mullins has dealt with today. Ground ball, Zarate. And they get out.
And Texas State gets out of it.
The base is full, but Texas A&M
You're
failed.
correct. Texas A&M still up 3. You're watching 785, brought to you by Capital One. 3 bucks for you. Baylor putting up some runs early, 7-0 lead.
All right, Arizona, Arkansas. Arkansas up to bat.
In the right person here is
Full count and a walk there to start off the inning in the bottom of the third. Arizona up 2-0 early in that one. Baylor up 7-0. In the bottom of the third, 1 out.
So Lang gonna join the party a little bit later.
And St. Francis, PA up to bat in the Texas Regional against Siena. Bottom of the second. Winner.
Going out away and say it though.
Washington has runners on the corner.
So many bunts popped up. Your number one objective is to get on top of the ball.
That's the one portion of our game that I have yet to really see executed correctly.
Consistent.
Our two regionals. I guess we only know what we're witnessing with what's on our screen, but what we have seen has not been very good.
I've seen probably at least 5 today.
Very good. Bottom of the fourth in Columbia, Washington still holding a 2-0 lead on Omaha.
Effort. A lot of props. St. Francis, Siena. Good attempt a dive there.
Michigan has runners in the corners in the bottom of the first. That's an elimination game in the Stillwater Regional. Took us until late in the night yesterday to see a seeded team fall. And that was Missouri. So it didn't happen today.
Today is the first day of 4 versus 1, or 2 versus 3. So more likely to see an upset 2 versus 3 than 4 versus 1 because of how dominant the number 1 seeds are in each regional. But you can't ever count anybody out during postseason. And that's something that I've learned watching every postseason when I was in college and post-college is it doesn't matter. It's the team that shows up on that day, and the Zoo just didn't bring them last night. In Omaha, Cameron Meyer.
But as you said, I mean, we'll see the Tigers in action later on tonight. If there was a pitching staff to be able to get you through the elimination bracket,
The 7 armies. They've got the depth to be able to take them the distance.
I know you as an Aggie say this isn't a rivalry, but for Texas State, if you were to ask that one, like, this would be a big win.
Regardless
Regardless
for
of the fact that there's a 16 next to Texas A&M's name, to go into their, their building.
Yeah, I think it's a big game. Like, it would be a big win for them, regardless if it was a seeded game or not, because of that in-state familiarity. I wouldn't go that far as a rivalry. I honestly think, more than anything, Louisiana and Texas State have a rivalry because they need up so much in the Sun Belt. And you talk about tight games. Mullins versus Landry. That's a big one.
See that in like gonna be top 9 and shut up.
Shove it. I think for her, it's been being able to expand on just the speed, right? Of course, speed can dominate. As you see there, she blows a pass for a strikeout. But coming into college, she was primarily a ground ball pitcher. At 70, Trisha Ford said, I think we're going to try to give you a rise ball because 70 from a lefty at the eyes, disgusting, don't want it, no thank you. So they tried to make her a rise ball pitcher. And then, you know, Aaron, you have to bring something new every single year as a pitcher or else you get hit really hard because everybody has so much film on you. So going into this fall, Trisha Ford took away the curveball for Emily Kennedy, which is her go-to pitch to try to make the rise ball better, to try to make the drop ball better. And then, oh yeah, she spent all summer working on a changeup with none other than Megan Gibson, who was also another Aggie All-American pitcher who had a notorious for the changeup. She's been working with her, trying to nail down that pitch, and adding that to the rotation has only made her other pitches better on top of that curveball, which is already elite. So I think that's where you've seen her really jump and almost come out of nowhere. A lot of people said in the SEC this year, she's an arm now that you really have to fear.
Washington a 2-0 lead. Omaha was one that I think we were shocked by early. They were the first one to upset yesterday.
They did it with pitching though. I mean, it was a 1-1 game, home run, late ninth inning, I believe. So down 2-0.
You got to shout her out. I mean, an incredible feat. Not only to go into the host place, but to be able to come up big with a 2-run home run and having your pitchers back the way she did. They've got to be riding a high today.
Also, if you're Washington, like we've seen you host so many years, you get sent on the road, and then you're like, wait a second, this team loses or stays? We're elevating a little
Yeah,
bit.
their eyes are getting real big.
Omaha got it complete. Had a catch over the wall in center field.
Yes, so good.
The pitching was elite. Meyer in the circle was outstanding. And the home run in late innings to get the dub. Like that was a complete team win that was earned over the number 1 seed in the division.
Albertson up for the Razorbacks, by the way. They got stuff working. Bottom of the third, 2 on, 1 out, trailing by 2 to the Wildcats.
Albertson, too. She's got some pop. Only 8 home runs, but she's been one of the hitters, I think, that if she can figure it out, that's going to be tough. And if Ellis, back-to-back Ellis and Halverson, going to be trouble.
This was an Arkansas team that trailed against Southeast Missouri State yesterday for the majority of that game. Came back to win that matchup. They did not look their best in game 1. They didn't.
Hey, Omar's got 2 aboard and no outs.
Guess who's on deck?
Let's listen in the vote on this one in Columbia. Stephanie Kemp and Monica Abbott on the call.
Pressure pitches. How many pressure pitches is she throwing? A pressure pitch can consist of something like a 3-2, a 2-2, runners in scoring position when you're behind in the count.
And that gets away. 2 runners now in scoring position.
I think we will see them change pitchers now as Coach Lasso comes out.
Omaha threatening after the wild pitch. Lance Glasso in year 14 wants to have a conversation in the circle here. Courtney Gano is also going to walk out of the dugout, out to the infield. She works a lot with this defense. She's talking to Holtor from the middle infielders. Showing Solis at second base. Gano, one of a number of assistant coaches for UW. New assistant coaches, her and Victoria Hayward. They both played there. Sis Bates is their director of player development. She played there. And Sammy Reynolds was on the team last year. She's a student assistant.
Yeah, it's nice to see that Washington is keeping it in the family and bringing some of their players back to be on staff. And
Nothing can stop him. Is a ball 2-0.
we're starting to see the Omaha dugout come alive, just like Coach Hurd mentioned that they need to have a little bit more energy, something to spark them.
Sydney Ross has had a career year at the plate. Calls the pitches behind the plate for the Summit League's all-time strikeout leader. And now a 3-0 count here against Sydney Peters.
And this is a big at-bat for Sydney Ross. I imagine Sydney Peters is on a short leash right now.
Strike one, Ross was headed for first base, but much needed strike for Peters.
Good job by Sydney Stewart back there with the frame and trying to get everything she can to help Sydney Peters get a strike.
3-1, hit well in the left field, it's down in the corner, and Omaha's gonna tie it with
And Omaha with a tied ball game. Two down, two on for Cal. But Omaha with a massive hit ties it up with no outs in the bottom of the fourth.
Stays in, that one gets away from ball one. She's working behind it, counts right now. Omaha, finally, we just talked to Mike Hurd. He talked about they needed that spark, something to get their energy levels up again. And they have gotten it in the biggest way by Sydney Ross. So many different Mavericks in these first two games of the regional stepping up. This is softly hit to the outfield. That's going to get down.
And Omaha again with a base hit. They're going to try to bring in the leading run. It does. Omaha takes the 3-2 lead over Washington, bottom of the fourth inning. Guys, this is the 1-0. This is the 1-0 game. Winner will go to the regional final tomorrow. And Omaha is in the lead.
Peters' day is done. Really good 3 innings. The fourth came unraveled. Lindsay Lopez when we return.
And Cal with a grand slam to make it 6-0. No, 7-0 over Jackson State. Mavs Thunder game 6 tonight. Mavs looking to clinch the series and advance to the conference finals.
17th homer of the season, and so you saw there on that replay, it hits one of the stanchions there behind the wall.
And Kevin Montgomery's team, they need to regroup and they need a minute here.
A game-changing blast in just the second inning. Was tied with long.
Things have gotten interesting here in the last 10 minutes. We'll get you back out to the Columbia Regional in just a second. But how about Cal up early in the second, 7-0. Jackson State elimination game.
Golden Bears backs came to play.
I was about to say, yesterday they're coming from behind trying to get a comeback victory, but today taking a different approach, trying to jump out ahead early. You mentioned how big LSU plays, the field. It's hard to get a hold of the ball and get it out of there. How about Butler?
Aaron, how impressed are you with Omaha? From the jump, we have been so impressed, wowed by the performance this team has put together. Rongish is the stud of all studs. She owns FOMO right now. She had the 9th inning home run that secured the win over ranked Mizzou, the upset in day one. And the RBI single that takes the lead here.
We get you 5 boxes. Listen, Rongish and Cameron Meyer need some Shakespeare's pizza on the house out there in Colorado. And I gotta assume that they're just gonna ride her the rest of the way. She went yesterday, 9 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, giving up just 1 earned run. Extends the Summit League career strikeout record to 1,025.
Wow. Wow. That is so impressive.
I can look at that also.
Protect that skin. Make sure you're wearing your sunscreen, okay? Talking to you, young ones. Start early.
Arizona, Arkansas, and the chef up for the Wildcats. We're already going to see Georgia having to come out of the losing bracket side. I feel like this is because we're looking at Arkansas. Is there another host team that you can see
Getting upset?
anything you saw last night, either out west with Stanford, that ended up being a close game where they took Andy out, brought her back in.
You French fries on ketchup, taste ketchup fries you. This is because ketchup and taste French fries on ketchup is. Did you know? Did you know that whenever you French fries on ketchup, taste ketchup fries you? This is because ketchup and taste French fries on ketchup is reference to taste French fries on you taste. Did you know? Did you know that whenever you French fries on ketchup, taste ketchup fries you?
They were 33-5, but as far as the big names that they faced, that was all pre the OU win, and they were losses. Florida State, might be a long day in Gainesville. Are you getting love
This is.
from UCF United?
Girl. Did you know? Did you know that whenever you French fries on ketchup?
One day yesterday, there might be we have some movement in Gainesville. See some movement about it, Chris.
I have to update the people, okay?
Ketchup fries you. This is because
Gainesville, 4:30 start, 13 minutes away. Update please, even if it means come back later. But I mean, there's people on the field. That's good.
ketchup and taste French fries on ketchup is reference to taste French fries on you taste. Did you know? Did you know that whenever you French fries on ketchup, taste ketchup fries you? This is because ketchup and taste French fries on ketchup is reference to taste French fries on you taste. Did you know? Did you know that whenever you French fries on ketchup, taste ketchup fries you? This is because ketchup and taste French fries on ketchup is reference to taste French fries on you taste. Did you know? Did you know that whenever?
Yes, I must say.
Spoke earlier in the second overtime, and there's a reaction. That's what. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. Spoke early.
Behind each one of these doors is.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
You afraid to hit that go light?
My head. Oregon almost got a double play on Oklahoma. Oregon is keeping it close on Oklahoma. 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth.
Is it a double play? Take a look.
It looks like it's going to be a safe at second. Cal added another run, 8-0 over Jackson State. Top of the second. They are in run rule territory. Cal is.
All right, we're going to listen into the Norman Regional while we await the outcome of this one. It's Roy Philpott, Jenny Ritter on the call.
You heard from Marty Amazician there, indicating the replay was coming. We'll have a look.
I think on that look, it looks, you see, you got to look for the squeeze of the glove. Calling the field was safe. Take a look at the.
She's out. She's out. We're gonna have a double play to end the inning here in the bottom of the fourth. She is out.
Right there from that angle, you can see from that point. Take a look at the right foot.
Wait, maybe not. This is gonna be close. I don't think they have enough to overturn this call.
Hanson there. So if it were just about the ball making it and beating Hanson, she wouldn't have been out. But because Flannery's foot is off the bag, I think she's going to stay safe. I think there's
Cal adds another 9-0. Cal over Jackson State.
definitely space between there. That's a great shot right there.
This hard-working crew has been on it this weekend.
And that's a fair ball for Clemson. Clemson is going to add their third run of the game in the top of the fifth. And they're going to have a runner on second.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. The runner is safe.
So they're going to keep it. At different angles, it looks like she was out. At different angles, it looks like she was safe. Not enough to overturn. So Oklahoma will have a chance to add on to their lead. And that's a bad pitch inside at the feet of the Clemson batter. Runner on second, 1-0 count here for the Tigers. Aaliyah Logaleo up to bat for Clemson. Oklahoma.
While we were listening to that explanation, Clemson put another run on the board.
Oh, and that's going to be an infield error for USC Upstate. And Clemson will have the runners on the corners.
Defense that I was looking for, like these are the plays that you can't afford to give up against a team like Clemson. This is an elimination game.
Particularly an elimination game.
And I think for me, it's, yes, of course, I'd love to see the play made, but finish the play. There was a runner coming from second. She could have easily picked that ball up and made a tag. But when you sulk about the error, then you miss the next play.
I would run polls for that.
They don't still do that.
I don't even know if there's fitness testing.
Abby Vieira.
You gotta run a mile in 7 minutes.
Everyone at the same time? Girl. I can't say the last time I
I'm
ran a
gonna
mile.
sleep until I pass that mile in what? 7:30. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. You can do it.
Listen, do you want me to run
Not
fast?
now.
Okay.
All right, ladies, we're gonna lap it around this studio on the park.
Oregon meeting in the circle here on a 2-0 count to Sydney Sanders in Oklahoma. Thank you, Jeff. Oklahoma's brand new stadium they are playing.
Hey, check out those shades. I did not wear shades in the box. Did you? Good, but I just went off street. It messes with my
All right, Oregon.
If I put them on all game, though, I will say it's a bit of a transition. So once you get used to them being on, it's easier to see. But the first few balls are
Low and outside, 3-1 count.
I always played it safe. So there. Oklahoma's got 2 aboard with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. 2 on for Michigan in elimination game in Stillwater. Go, a little short game. A little punch down the third baseline. Perfectly placed. Called the hot corner. So, warming up in the bullpen for Oregon. I'm not even there. But just sitting here, I feel like I can feel the tension in the room. I'm feeling it through TV. This is a matchup that I have been, since I saw the seedings, I've been chomping at the bit. I've waited for years for this matchup. A lot of people have. Yeah, exactly. I can tell you the big beta like you see is definitely excited. If they've ever wanted to play each other, they would have scheduled it. Oh, what a catch! Oh! Wow. Just off the field. Let's see it again. Go in the break. Laying out, and that saves at least 1 minimum. Wow. You know what? I'm making a list. I'm going to send it over to Sports Center. We would like this catch. We would like this catch. And this one. 5 of the starting 9 for OU has over 11 home runs. If you're going to beat this offense, you've got to make plays like that. You have to. Can't give them any extra outs. If there's a play to be made, try your hardest to come up with those balls. You're watching 7 Innings Live, brought to you by Capital One. Aaron Miller, Tori Vidalis, Chris Budden. What a day we have had. Day 2 of regionals. Omaha, senior Cinderella story on the left, knocking out Missouri yesterday in extra innings. It currently has a 3-2 lead over Washington. And how about Georgia? Your Athens Regional as the 11th seed lost early this morning. Now time to keep their season alive, coming out of the elimination portion of the bracket. Talk about pressure. You know Georgia's got to feel the pressure a little bit, knowing they're coming into this game led by a group of seniors, probably one of the most prolific that they've had. Talk about Sarah Mosley, Jimmy Kearney, Kuma, Fields, the list goes on, and what they've contributed to this program. They do not want to end their career on their home turf. They want to make a run at that World Series. Charlotte make something happen early in this game, running off the momentum from last game. Can you believe that these 2 teams are in this elimination? Not this early at least. Georgia, second game of the day, opener against Liberty.
And Charlotte has 2 on.
Early, by the way. Good night at the home run. This is also a Georgia team that hung in the top 8 for over half the season.
2 on, 1 out here for Charlotte, top of the first inning, looking to eliminate Georgia.
I'd rather have a slow start and peak at the right time than start off so hot and then lose it, and you're playing hide and seek at that point.
I think just with my experience having played at Oklahoma, when they hit their lull, I can tell you that coaching staff secretly was like, we'll take it, right? We're gonna start to take this in the right direction at the right time, and we saw that in the Big 12 tournament. Same thing with Florida. The way they ended the SEC season, the way they ended the SEC tournament, that was a team that struggled early in the year as well. If you are Georgia, though, no one has rates, but you do have at least some depth of arms to be able to work your way through.
You do. I think honestly, you could make an argument for all three of them having ace capability.
You want a curveball?
She flew down that line. Awkward. But I think last year you saw National Perfects with Shelby Walters. This year the addition. That's barely.
I know, but every runner puts the headset motions. Put the headset on.
Right. They all love it. They love it. But I think this year adding the piece of Lily back has been huge for them. Not only does it add just a different look with her being a lefty, but adds more cushion for a pitching staff trying to support a potent offense when they find it.
You want a curveball? Here it is.
I'm trying to see if he was called out at the bat. Yeah, let's go listen in as they review this play now. And Jen Hildreth, Leah, on the go.
Insecure and her foot is not on the bag yet, so I think it's the right call. But at the same time, I want to go the first inning. But if this call was reversed, this is loaded in this first inning with only 1 out, and I think that's why you probably think, well, how many options will we have? You know, what a great look at to be able to just show you see the ball in the web of the glove before the foot hit the bag. And there's a centralized replay system for all of the different regional sites that our umpires are in communication with.
You want a curveball?
After further review, call is upheld.
But that did scare out the funny
Right. That's why they don't let players make the call.
We're in the top of the first.
It's going to be like this all game.
Maddie Erickson up for Michigan as they try and get some run support on.
That's actually a good point. At this point in the game, 1 out there at the opportunity for Coach Chastain to utilize the challenge. Too early? From the first inning? I mean, it depends on the game. It depends on how many opportunities you think your team is going to show.
You want a curveball?
If you get into a bases loaded with 1 out, I'd rather have that. But I agree. It is early.
They all sit here and say, why they got six hours, but there is a mind of that. What I think is the more that I like, I can feel that.
True. I have a feeling runs will be at a minimum, a premium for this game. So if that meant to get bases loaded on with 1 out and you were able to sweep across a run, that may be the difference in this ballgame. True. But of course, what a catch! Wow!
day there, Miller. In the words of Laura Bird, Howdy's rule.
I'll let you.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Wow, this ball was struck so well. Her first step, immediate. But, you want to go ball? That's years of practice. Balls off the bat. Be able to get her like that. Watch for the team.
Laura Bird was my highlight, by the way. Shout out, Laura Bird. Howdy's rule. Howdy's rule. That was shocking to get that. She was playing with the VFX. Yes. And she would run with the caged animal in center field, and she would turn around, me, little old me in the outfield, clinging to the fence, and she'd look at me and say,
Oh, it's so cute. I love that.
Michigan's got one across, still trailing 2-1 at the bottom of the third here. An elimination game in Stillwater.
So, Baylor. Bottom of the fifth. Ooh, it's hidden.
Later.
Look at that.
Ooh, I'm nervous.
Something so special about the unseeded teams. It's like you almost start rooting for them just because you want to see something new happen. The trauma.
By the way, winner of this team will advance to play Kentucky. Lost open with the state
Nothing can stop me.
You want some action from Baylor? I have the ability to give you that. If you're watching 75. Here we go. Baylor, go Baylor.
Again.
And Baylor with another home run. They're now in run rule territory. 2 outs. They're 1 out away from knocking out Louisiana. And Louisiana down to their final strike here in the Baylor 1 out away from advancing to the regional final tomorrow. And that one's fouled away. Michigan cuts the Northern Colorado lead in half. I'll be right back. Crap.